Hey y'all, this your girl Ayo Kesh, and I'm back with some more tips, rules, and guidelines to help you navigate through this lovely city I like to call Jacksonville. And welcome to the all new Ayo Kesh. I know you fucking lying. Fridays. So let me go ahead and let y'all know real quick before we get into the foolishness. I am going to start pre-recording the shows and uploading them. Because for one, that last TikTok that I did for episode 2 did not process. I tried to get it back. I haven't heard from them. If they give it to me, of course I'm gonna upload it. But I do not want that to happen again because I was so frustrated. So now I'm just gonna have to start pre-recording them and uploading them to YouTube, and I'm going to start doing it on Fridays. Reason being, y'all, I work Sunday through Wednesday. Thursday is my first day off to catch up, run errands, do everything, and I like to sleep in just like y'all do. So to prepare the show, get the show ready, and go live with y'all by 7 p.m. on Thursdays, it's a lot. So I'm seeing that it helps me because I'm a night owl anyway. So I'm seeing that it helps me to pre-record them and then upload it to YouTube. That way, I ain't got to worry about that foolishness again on TikTok, and I can start to get in the groove with y'all and saying I know you fucking lying without having to keep bleeping it out. So with that being said, pre-record Fridays. Now, I want y'all to drop it in the comments and let me know when y'all want me to post it on Fridays. Because more than likely, I'm going to pre-record it Thursday night and just have it ready to post on Fridays. But I can either do it midnight Fridays or 7 p.m. Friday. Keep the 7 p.m. time. So y'all let me know in the comments. Would y'all like me to post it midnight Fridays or 7 p.m. Fridays? Let me know in the comments. I understand that conversing with y'all during the lives is like the best part of the show. So I am gonna just be conversing with y'all. So just drop comments along the way as y'all watching this, and we can still chit chat it up until I can figure out why I still can't go live on YouTube. But that's neither here nor there. We're gonna get that situated as well. You know, slow progress is a process. And it's good. Like I said, trial and error. We're gonna get this thing up and rolling soon. Watch. And my day ones, appreciate you. All right. So with that being said, that's all the news that we had. We didn't have any businesses to shout out. So make sure if you want your business shout out during my show, email me at ayokeshent@gmail.com. That's AYOKESHENT at gmail.com. Come on, y'all. I want to shout out my businesses. You know what I'm saying? My events, parties, anything that you got going on. Music, if you want me to play, during the intro, send it in. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and get into this foolishness. Up first, y'all already know the favorite part of the show, the I Know You Fucking Lying Entertainment Weekly News of, Entertainment Weekly News. First up, congratulations to Miss Ring Ring on her second pregnancy. Baby announced that pregnancy good at the Super Bowl, baby. And old Donald Trump, you know what? Let me not get canceled before we get started, baby, because, baby, he got some nerve. Better get off, RiRi. Everybody ain't got to like you, just like everybody don't like me. Period. Get on my nerve. Anywho, I'm moving right along because we ain't gonna get too much and we not gonna give too much. RiRi did the thing. I personally like the performance. She did the thing, especially being pregnant. I don't understand why people thought she was supposed to get up there and do cartwheels. She's pregnant. And she still got up there and performed. And don't think I ain't see baby with doing the sign language to all the songs. Baby was getting down too. I see you too, boo. Shout out to you. Baby was like blah blah blah. Period. All right, y'all. So moving right along. And this is gonna touch on tonight's topic of the show. Oh, by the way, tonight's topic is know your worth and know when enough is enough. Because people push you to the limits, baby. And this one right here, she's pushing all of us to the limits. Tokyo Tony goes on a rant about her daughter Black Chyna. Listen, there's such thing as toxic parenting because that girl don't never respond, and we would never know what's going on behind closed doors unless this lady, ma'am, then keep bringing stuff to the internet. I don't understand. I don't get it. Like, ma'am, two pit bulls and a pistol. Really? I can't. She's too much. I see why China just don't deal with it. If what she's saying is true, I see why. Cause why? Why? I don't get it. I really don't. Like it's at this point, it's become an obsession. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think because at this point, she's obsessed. Like it ain't even jealousy. It's beyond. It's obsession. You're obsessed with making your daughter look like the bad guy. When in all actuality, you are publicly humiliating this lady. And it's weird. It's very weird. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think, cause it's giving very much. You want to relive your life through her, and you can't. Just enjoy you. Like, okay, she don't wanna be fucked up with you. Okay, cool. Move it along. Let her come to you. But the rants and the Illuminati and how she gonna sacrifice, child, that lady is. And regardless if it's true or not, that's just not the place to do it. Y'all let me know, cause it's such thing as toxic parenting, and baby, her picture right there, like, period. Mm-hmm. It's too much for me. Y'all let me know what y'all think. All right, y'all. In the moment y'all been waiting on the weekly update on Love After Lockup. Miss Derek, I mean, Mr. Derek and Miss Monique. Okay, so this week, Dirk and Monique went to Derek's dad's side of the family to meet Derek's dad and I believe his grandmother. I believe that's who that was, his dad's mom. First of all, definitely believe he should have led with that in meeting his family because, yeah, that was a very much milder, calmer side. And I think the transition of meeting the other side would have been a little bit more easier because she could have probably maybe got some insight, some real deal insight that Derek clearly wasn't giving her about that side of the family because it's just very odd that his dad's side of the family is very meek and mild and that over there is rowdy and I don't understand. It's very weird over there. But I really think in my opinion he should have led with that. He should have let her meet them first and then introduce to the wife. Cause I don't know. He's gotta come back pretty hard with this whole high speed chase situation. And then the moving into the townhouse by herself. Y'all let me know in the comments because it's a whole lot of. Now, Miss Monique, I was kind of on your side a little bit. So while they're at the home, Derek steps outside with his dad and has a man conversation. You know how dads and sons do, and she's in the house with just the grandmother. So I guess she asked the grandmother could she go to the bathroom. Miss Monique decides to slither to the room. Okay, so I guess at this point Monique is getting ready to head back to her hometown, which is Chicago, and he lives in Cleveland. So she decides to slip and slither in the room that Derek is going to be staying in at his grandmother's house because I guess being that he just got out of prison, he can't go nowhere for 30 days, I believe. So he's going to be spending his parole or probation or whatever at the grandmother's house. And so she goes in the room to peep out the room because baby they bought cameras. so she can snoop on him while she's away. I'm thinking it. Y'all say it in the comments. Now, I'm not a biased person, so I'm gonna just say this. I get it. I get it. You've been talking to this man for 2 years in prison. Then all of a sudden, you get out and you've been having literally 3, 4, 5 days of chaos. So I get it. I get it. And it's pretty much my stilo. I get it. Have I? No. Would I? You know. So I understand where Miss Mamas is coming from. It's pretty much the stilo. But I get that you've invested a lot of time, emotion, energy, and it's called a spade, finance into this situation. So I get it. I get it. You not trying to end it or throw this away unless you have valid reason to. I get it. But my thing is, it goes back to the old saying, if you go looking for something, you're gonna find it. Period. And when it gets down to a situation like that, you really just looking for something to solidify what you already feeling or thinking. Period. So I say that to say, if you got to do all of that, you might as well cut your losses, boo boo. It is what it is. We've all played the fool. We've all played the fool. And just like the topic of my show, know your worth and know when enough is enough. Like, sometimes you got to chalk some shit up as a loss and take it as a lesson learned on what to do and what not to do moving forward. Because at this point, you not it's not even like it's his home. I'm not saying his home, somebody else's home makes the situation better or worse, but this is not even his home. This is his grandmother's home where he's going to be laying his head while he's on parole. And you are snooping around this lady's home looking for something and looking for a place to place these cameras. And then it's kind of like, okay, and what I can't understand for the life of me when it comes to women who do stuff like that, like cameras, GPS, going through phones. Okay, you find what you're looking for, then what? Because if you guys been looking at the YouTube and watching the show through YouTube like I do, you do see related videos where they have been making Facebook posts and they're still together. So it's kind of like, I'm pretty sure we're going to find out something on the next episode, because on the last episode, they show clips of, the next episode. The next episode is the season finale. And Monique clearly said on there, so you cheated on me. But then, like I said, in present time, they've been making posts and things like that since the show. So, like, drop in the comments, let me know what y'all think, because I just don't never understand that anytime where I have went to that extreme, it was because I already had one foot out the door, and best believe if I have what I need, the other foot is following. Like, cause I'm not gonna sit up here and have information knowing that you've been disrespecting me behind my back and not do anything about it. Cause at that point, let that man cheat in peace. Period. So again, when is enough enough? Because now at this point you're just sending the message to him, letting him know that okay, she know what I do. She saw what she saw. She's still here. Cause you think it's gonna stop? Fuck no, it's not at all. You teach a man how to treat you, and if he gets away with it once with no consequences, he's gonna do it again. Period. And it is what it is. I'm pulling up the emails, y'all. But yeah. So that was that. And what else happened on there? Um yeah. Oh, and the funny part about that is so all of that happened down. They go back to the room and she's cooking for him. She made him some salmon. First of all, that salmon looked like it was still alive. It was still white. Did y'all see that? You know, her being kind of like BBW. Thought she would know how to cook, but that mm, looked like it was still flopping around. But anywho, she buys him some champagne, some wine or whatever. He popped the bottle open and popped her ass with the cap or whatever the case may be. I think he did it on purpose. If you ask me, let me know what y'all think. Mm. So he drinking on the little champagne or whatever the case may be, and I guess he get that liquid courage in him because beforehand when he caught her, you know when they switch to the screen where they had like intimate thoughts or whatever, and you don't nobody, you know, they be talking one on one with the producers and stuff. He's telling, yeah, I'ma straighten her because I don't like that. Da, da, da. Well, when he finally got that liquid courage, because boy, y'all be seeing how they be looking in that car. He be in the passenger side and she be driving. Why she don't let that man drive? It just looks the number 10. That's body shaming. Keisha, stop it. Nope, because she's beautiful. Dead ass, she's beautiful. But it just look, you know, mm. Hey, but opposites attract. Hell, she got somebody love it clearly. But anywho, you know, he get that liquid courage in him and he tells her, he ain't straighten her like he stated, but he tells her, you know, he ain't like that, this, that, and the third. They settle the score and it cuts to them getting it all. Mm. Who am I to judge? Well, anywho, that's that on that. And like I said on the next episode, they are definitely, you know, she was sitting on the bed, child, and said something about, so you cheated on me. So I don't know if she found something in the camera. She found something on that phone, because you know, baby got that location on that phone. So we will see, and we going to talk about it next week. So, with that being said, that wraps up the I Know You Fucking Lying weekly entertainment news. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm playing with this thing so I can get these emails up. We're going to go ahead and move it right along in tonight's topic. And tonight's topic is know your worth and know enough is enough. Because, you know, I really feel I really feel bad for Miss Monique because she's a beautiful person and she has good intentions. And I just don't really believe Derek is there for the right reason. I think he cares about her. I really, really do. I do think he cares about her. But I think she's just of convenience. And, it sucks. We've all been there, and but I really hope she's not riding this for the purpose of the show because it looks embarrassing. So I would hope it's scripted. But it's all about knowing and recognizing, when enough is enough. And, some people's enough is not everybody's enough. Some people could tolerate more. Some people, you know, have different values on what they gonna tolerate. And, who are we to judge on Monique's happiness or what's real and what's not real? Because at the end of the day, they have to wake up and look at themselves in the mirror and deal with that. But me personally, respect is everything, And I don't think there is any amount of money or any amount of clout or any amount of fame or whatever, what floats your boat would portray me to devalue myself by tolerating disrespect. Can't do it. Can't do it. I won't do it. And that's on this app and in real life. I can't. Because at the end of the day, friends, significant others, parents, co-workers, everybody is going to, even me, you always, how can I put this? You will always screen the person that you are interacting with for the very first time. Period. Where things get a little murky and things get a little, where there's a thin line is once you figure out what type of person you're dealing with, your motive behind dealing with them. You know? So when Derek, for instance, sees a person like Monique who is clearly invested in what they got going on, she's very loyal to their situation. Derek, not so much. He got a lot going on. You got a lot of loose ends. And it's kind of like you didn't wake up one day and know you were getting out of prison. You were definitely well aware of when you were getting out of prison. So due to the drive by, I mean the high speed chase and the drama with your siblings, all of that to me was very unnecessary. Them was loose ends that you could have clearly tied up before you got into this situation, knowing the genuine intentions of the person you were dealing with, and that's very selfish. So that's just something that you have to really be aware of because it's real. It really much is. And unfortunately, you have a lot of mindsets like that. And it's all about weeding out good people. And good people are about action, not words. Me personally, people who say what they gonna do frequently and often, you ain't about what you be talking about. Cause you'll feel, a person who is really genuine about their intentions aren't gonna keep reiterating how genuine they are about their intentions. Let me know in the comments what y'all think. That's just my personal opinion on that. You know, it's just you just gotta know, and it's tough. People have very, very, very uh clever disguises, But one thing I do know is a person can't hide who they are for long. It is what it is. It's just all about not ignoring those signs and red flags in the beginning. Because we love to. It's the cupcake stage. Nobody wants to, and even beyond that, nobody wants to think a person is bad, especially when you have history, time. And it even goes with friends that you've been friends with for years. When y'all first became friends, y'all were thick as Steve, thick at the hip, liked everything, did everything, same opinion, same thoughts, probably finished each other's sentences as friends. And then, as time goes on, you learn to grow. Experiences that happen in your life tend to make you grow in a different direction. And sometimes that one friend might have to grow up faster than the other friend, or just grow in a different direction than the other friend. And, if the friendship is solid, it's always going to find its way back to each other. But unfortunately, in those situations, that's who you really find out who you're dealing with. And I've been in a situation where I've been friends with a person damn near a decade, and when a certain situation happened to them that caused their lifestyle to change, I've seen a different person. I had never seen that. That's why they say you never know a person until they're angry. You never know a person until they broke. You never know a person until you live with them. Yeah, you know, and it's unfortunate, but and separating don't always have to be a bad thing. Sometimes you have to separate in order to grow back together. And it is what it is. It's just all about knowing and recognizing when. Because you don't want to continue to be in a situation where, you know, you're just tolerating something because of the history, or because of, you know, what you guys been through together. So what? Because if that was valid, then you wouldn't be dealing or feeling the way you're feeling on growing apart. So clearly, it's not reciprocated on the other end. So sometimes you have to make that tough decision. And like I said, it's not about, big fallout and, you know, go to Facebook. Like, anybody will tell you that if me and you have an altercation, we fall out because we're friends. We've been friends with each other. We know how to push each other's buttons. So every day is not going to be a good day. And I ain't saying we arguing every single day or nothing like that. But you know what I'm saying? You're going to have bump heads. And I'm a woman. We're stubborn. You get what I'm saying? Both want to be right. But as time goes on, you heal, you grow. We'll come back if it's meant to be. If not, I don't wish you no harm. I wish you well. It's just not the time right now. But once you take it to Facebook, and me and all my booze then took breaks from each other at one point or another, and it never hit the book or social media, period. Because once the touch is there, yeah, it's a wrap. And tell me what y'all think in the comments. I don't see how people who are friends that go through things with their friends and they get on social media and they air all day long, like celebrities. They like, you get mad at us for putting our opinions on your business, but you put your business on there for everybody to have an opinion. Once, and that's anybody, friends, fam, even me. If I put something on Facebook, trust and believe, that means I'm done. Period. It is what it is. I said what I said. Because I've done it, but I know I'm in it. Because 9 times out of 10, I'm going to put what I put, and I'm blocking you. Yeah. Hear about it. I want you to know that everybody's seen it. But yeah, other than that, though, it's okay to recognize when enough is enough and just bow out gracefully. It is what it is. It don't have to be a whole big old thing. People grow apart. And sometimes you have to just cut your losses. and know when to say when, because you don't want to stay in something and damage yourself for potentially someone new, a new friendship, a new partnership, a new business, a new work related venture, a new whatever. You don't want to carry over baggage from something that traumatized you, because you still got to heal from that. And you know, you don't want to ruin what possibly could be a good endeavor into your future because you're steady holding on to something that ain't doing you no good. Period. And that's just how I feel about that. So with that being said, know your worth and establish when your kindness is being taken for weakness. You know, because sometimes people feed off of that. You know, and it don't mean that they have bad intentions, because like Derek, and I'm just using them for an example because it always kind of ties in with my topic, because I come with my topic and I try to find out, weekly entertainment that flows into that. And for instance, Derek, I don't think he hates Monique. I don't think he dislikes her. I just don't think he loves her as much as she loves. I don't think, and to be honest with you, I don't even really think Monique loves him. I think she's just heavily invested in him. Because I just find it impossible for a person to be in love with somebody that they could not be with for more than a year. I can't go for that. But if they say they are, cool beans. However, from the outside looking in, again, this is just my personal opinion. He's, in my opinion, is with who wants him. I don't think he's with who he wants. And that's just my own personal opinion. Men, in my opinion, are not like women. They don't get emotionally involved initially. They generally know who and what they want. And if they didn't pursue you, 9 times out of 10, and this is my opinion, my own personal experience. Drop it in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. I just feel like, in my own personal opinion, when you get with a man who did not pursue you, he's basically with you for convenience. He's with who wants him, which, in my opinion, that's how women should be. You, as a woman, should want who wants you, not somebody you had to pursue and initiate everything. Because then the you're not going to be reciprocated the same type of love that you're getting out, or this whatever, the same type of friendship that you're getting out, the same type of partnership in a business that you're giving out. If you go into business with somebody, and let's just say I want to start a business, and to start that business it costs $20,000. All I have is 10. So that means I need to go out and find somebody to invest in my business. That means they're going to become a 50% partner in my business. They're not going to be as inclined and passionate about the business as I would be, because it's not something that they wanted to do. It's something that I brought to them. If that makes sense, let me know what y'all think. And I just feel like that goes for everything. There's always going to be someone more invested than the other. But it becomes very sticky when you get down to who pursued who. And unfortunately, when women are the pursuers, doesn't really end well. And it's, unfortunate that it should be reciprocated the same on both ways, but it's not. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. It sucks though, because the person who was pursued, if they are not in return pursuing you back in the same on the same levels, then it's kind of like you're just there for convenience until they come across who they want. Maybe that'll eventually be you once they've ran through potential prospects. Maybe it won't. And I feel like that's how it always happened when men, are in these relationships with these women for long periods of time, have kids, sometimes even get married, and then after long periods of time, they just up and leave them. It take a powerful bitch to make a man up and leave his wife and kids and a life they built together, invested in. That just lets you know you were of convenience. You were not of the one. And I personally, know how that feels. And it is what it is. You live and you learn. You learn to recognize the signs. And I learned to allow myself to be pursued. And exceptionally know my worth. That's basically what it is. Knowing your worth as a human being, not as a woman, not as as a human being. Nobody should ever feel taken for granted or feel like they're being used. Now, I understand that saying that, everybody's using a relationship. Da, da, da. That's on, it's reciprocated on both ends. On that whole, like, like, that type of level, or like I said, when you're in business someone and you, even though you went to them to invest, they're still a partner and you're basically putting all the work in. When it gets to a point where you're not getting your fulfillment, but you're doing all the fulfilling, basically, if you're doing all the pouring and pouring and pouring to the point where you're empty because nothing is being poured back into you, you got to reevaluate the situation. That's how you get drained, stressed, depressed, anxiety, and it's not good for your health. And for the people who do it, it's messed up. It really is, because it's like you're willing to take, and then when a person says enough is enough, you don't understand why. That's why I always set boundaries. Like, one, respect. I'm always respect you. So I don't tolerate disrespect. Like, that is my number one big thing. I do not tolerate disrespect. Let me know what y'all boundaries are in the comments. My main boundaries are respect and disrespect. And that falls in between everything and in between, because no man pound. I'm not gonna do that. Mm-mm. Lying, any form of disrespect, all of that falls. Those, you got to set boundaries and then stand firm to your boundaries at that, because again, you teach a person in general in any aspect of life how to treat you by what you accept, what you don't accept, what you stick up for, what you stand up for. I don't be all that when it comes to me, because I'm going to treat you in the manner that I want you to treat me, period. And in any way, shape, or form that I feel like I'm being disrespected, I'm going to speak on that. Because if I can't and we can't have a conversation, then now we have a problem. And I feel like everything that means something to you should be valued by the person that you're dealing with. Period. I don't care how big or small. It should be valued. And if it's not, then what are we doing? We're just passing time at this point. What are we doing? Because it should never be a problem for me to voice how I feel, even if that means voicing how you feel. And what that means is if I understand that right now you are not in the best headspace and I'm asking, what's going on, what's the problem, and you're just, but I can understand that your whole demeanor is off. I don't even owed the, I'm not even owed the common courtesy of, not right now, just, oh, I'm good. But the demeanor is saying otherwise. So, that's just something that's one of my boundaries. Like, either we're going to communicate or not. And it is what it is. Let me know in the comments, what are your boundaries? Another one of mine is honesty. Bitch, I don't like the way you told me how you don't like my hair. You could have definitely told me in a bit. Oh, my bad, boo. I ain't mean it like that. And let's move on. But don't hold a secret words. Talk about me to the next bitch. Don't, act funny towards me, and then a week later, I'm supposed to understand that you was just going through something about something I said that you never did mention to me, and I'm supposed to understand that you are now over it, and we supposed to go back cool. Oh, hell no. I don't even play like that. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Be brutally honest with me. Because I know sometimes I say things a little harsh, but I honestly don't mean anything by it. It's because I'm passionate about whatever I said and how I said it. But just tell me, bitch, if we are even in that space for me to have to speak to you like that, then we should be able to be in a space to correct each other's wrongs. And that's not to say that how I said what I said to you was a problem or is going to be a problem. I just know how to adjust my tone when I speak to you. Because some of my friends, we are harsh as hell on each other. And a couple of people I know, I can't give them too much. I can't give them, you know, I can't give them all of this. Sometimes I have to scale it back a little bit. And we all do it when you go to work. You ain't your full self at work. Come on now, keep it real. Bitch, please don't play with me. Don't act like we all got a Shaquita and then we got a Nancy on the inside of us. Don't act like everybody ain't got a Keisha, but then you have a Kayla. Some other times, don't play with me. You know what I'm talking about? So we all, you just have to adjust it when you talk to certain people, and that falls under my boundaries of respect. Now, don't come to me on some like you getting some straightening. It's never what you say. It's always how you say it. Remember that. But keep that shit real. Like, keep it real. I respect honesty over anything. We can agree to disagree all day, respectfully. You ain't got to like what I like. You ain't got to agree what I agree with. You ain't got to move how I move, talk how I talk, walk how I walk. But we're going to respect each other. Period. Let me know what y'all think. All right, y'all. So that was all the I know you fucking lying girl talk topic for this week. And just let me know in the comments what y'all think. Let me know how you recognize when enough is enough and when it's time to just let a motherfucker get going. But you know, let me know your boundaries. Let me know, what things won't you tolerate and what things that hey, either it's gonna be this or it's gonna be that. Let me know what y'all boundaries are. Drop them in the comments. Because now we're gonna get into them I know you fucking lying emails of this week. Thank y'all and shout out to all of those who sent in the emails. I really appreciate y'all. Again, if y'all want to send in some emails about some advice, videos for me to do commentary on, if you want me to give an opinion on a subject or a topic, send it to Ayo Kesh, ENT at gmail.com. That's AYOKESH at gmail.com. Let's go ahead and get into this first email. All right. Hey Keish, I have two things for you. Question: how do you feel about the new generation's ideas of talking? Should we keep the new term or should we call it dating? Do you think there's a difference? What would you call it? Okay, let me answer that before I get to the second part. Talking is talking. I don't think we should change it. I think people need to understand the difference. Talking is just what it is. We talking, ain't no commitment, ain't no exclusiveness. I'm trying to feel you out, you trying to feel me out. It is what it is. Okay, boom. Once we get through the talking stage, the talking stage might include a sneaky link here or there. And, once we get through that and we see that, the sneaky link's going good, you talking about what I'm talking about what you talking about, we respecting each other's boundaries and, there's a mutual understanding of what we want, what we don't want. If you want to move forward to dating, that's the next step. You date, you go out, you have fun. Because, you can talk to somebody on the phone and creep with them behind closed doors, but you go out and see how they interact. That's when you can find out if they can read. You get to know the real them when you go out and start dating. And then, once you start dating, and you start, maybe doing sleepovers and you see how you're enjoying each other's company, that's when you find out if you want to exclusively date. Okay, now we just dating each other exclusively. Look, we still not boyfriend and girlfriend. See, people still be skipping steps. We still not boyfriend and girlfriend, but we're exclusively dating. That means I've cut off all my hoes, you done cut off all your hoes. We focusing on each other to see if this is something that we want to make official. Okay, boom. We are exclusively dating each other. Now we want to make it official. Boyfriend, girlfriend, go ahead and post them pictures up on the Instagrams and all of that. So you got talking, you got dating, you got exclusively dating, and then you got official. I mean, that's just how I was taught. Y'all let me know in the comments and what y'all think. Should talking be redefined or is talking the definition what I just gave y'all? Y'all let me know in the comments. All right, so part 2 to her email was, I met this guy through a dating app that I will not name, and from his profile, he seemed like a nice guy. So, of course, we went on a date. Without giving too much information, the date went well. It was so well, we continued to go on dates. As time passed, I noticed that he hasn't been completely honest with me, and some things I found out day one are not true. He told me that he had only one child. However, he has three. Mm. However, he has three kids. However, he has three. Kids are no problem for me. However, the baby mamas be calling for more than things pertaining to the kids. What should I do? I feel like he isn't just dating me. Thanks, girl. Appreciate it. He not. He ain't. You got your answer right there, boo boo. If the baby mamas is calling for more than just the churn, he's giving them a reason to call for more than just the churn. Period. It is what it is. I mean, I don't, I don't know what else to tell you. Let me know in the comments what y'all think. Yeah, the fact that he lied about how many, like, I've never respected no man that ever did. I don't understand why men do that. The fact that he lied about how many kids he had, like, sir, are you ashamed of your kids? Are you ashamed that you had all these kids? I mean, you weren't ashamed when you was making these children. It's kind of like, what was your point of lying about how many kids you had? Like, that's a red flag. He told you only had one, but he ended up having three. Does he have three different baby mamas? Is that the case? But still, you could have still said you had three kids. I would respect you more so lying about how many baby mamas you had versus how many kids you got. Like, ugh, ninjas. You know? I don't understand that. But no, he's not just dating you. Y'all just talking. All right, let's go to our next email. All right. This one's titled Anonymous Drop. All right. So laughing my ass off. So man, I don't know what I don't know. I'm gonna read this verbatim. So, man, I don't know what to talk about. I feel like I'm on your podcast, laughing my ass off. I'm all nervous and shit. LOL. I'll be warmed up once I get into it, but just some things that's been on my mind lately. What the fuck is wrong with governor banning AP African American History Studies, saying it's inappropriate to U.S. history? It's 2023 and we still acting like this. Why are the Super Bowl tickets $6,500? $6,500. Lord, best show out right now, Harlem. New episodes every Friday. How many of us have an Land and whatever his name is? How many of us have an Ian and whatever his name is? Laughing my ass off. Anonymous drop, this is a good one because this email was definitely all over the place. Baby, I don't know nothing about Harlem, but baby said Harlem new episodes every Friday, so go check it out. Why was the Super Bowl ticket $6,500? I don't know. And the governor banning AP African Americans, that just goes to show you, y'all, we the superior, period. They want to erase our history so bad, it's sickening. That's why we got to get out there and vote. I don't care. Talk about me in the comments. You can if you want to. I don't care. I said what I said. That's why you need to get out there and vote, because this is what happens when you don't. When you don't think your vote counts. They don't want us to know our worth so bad. But we need to start saying enough is enough because we are enough. Please know that. We are. And they know that. That's all I'm going to say about that. Because I don't want to get too deep into it. Period. All right, y'all. We're going to get into one more email. All right. One moment. All right. So this was more so a topic they wanted me to discuss, not necessarily a question. They stated talk about mental health in the Black community and how it's okay to ask for help. I am all for therapy. When my mom passed away, I avoided going to therapy um, until I realized I needed it. Now I ain't gonna sit up here and say I went for long periods of time, but I did go to a few sessions that my insurance was offering. And let me tell you something, I am pro therapy. If you don't have anyone to talk to, or you want an unbiased opinion about something, please don't be afraid to go to therapy. Even if you just go to one session and let it all out, I highly recommend it. I believe therapy helped put my life back on the right path. Now, let me tell you this. If you're not going to apply what the therapist is offering, do not waste your time. You have to be willing to do the work, because sometimes in order to face and fix those demons, you have to do you got to face some things. You got to deal with some things. You got to bring closure to some things, because half the time in the black community, half of us have dealt with things that we were told to sweep under the rug. And therapy is going to bring that out, force you to deal with them, and bring some type of closure to them. If you are not ready to do that, don't waste your time or your money. But if you are tired of doing the same thing and getting the same results and can't understand why, please understand that you are the problem and you need to talk to somebody who can help you understand that. Also, with a lot of jobs won't tell you, maybe you know, maybe you don't know. If you have insurance through your job, check your coverage, because sometimes your job's insurance covers a couple of sessions of therapy. Utilize it. I'm telling you, it's therapeutic to get on a couch. Let me tell you something. It's patient, doctor patient confidentiality. So whatever you say in there, as long as you're not talking about harming yourself or someone else, whatever you say in there, you know for a fact it's not leaving out that room. Not like your mama, not like your friend that's gonna be spreading your news or throwing it back up in your face or putting it all on Facebook when they mad at you. And not that you can go and talk to somebody who don't know you, don't know nothing about you, and be completely honest. It's not gonna work either if you go in there and lie. Be completely honest and get an honest opinion on how you could better yourself. I am pro making sure your mental health. I call out because today is not my day. Because just as sure as something happens to me or my mental health and I can no longer work, you're gonna have my replacement the very next day. So I'm not gonna kill myself. I have no job. I take my mental health days. I wake up, today's not the day, I'm not gonna do it. Period. And I love to work. I love my job. But I'm not gonna kill myself behind my job. Period. So if you're going through something, please reach out and get help. It is okay. I recommend it. I suggest it. I wish more of our black men in particular would utilize it. And maybe us women wouldn't be so crazy. Just saying. All right, y'all. So that go ahead and conclude our show for tonight. Again, the show will now be pre-recorded until I can get it situated on YouTube to go back live. But I'm not going back live on TikTok no more, so don't look for that. But the show will now be pre-recorded, and it is going to be uploaded on Fridays. Put in the comments if you want it to be uploaded by midnight Friday or 7 p.m. Friday. So if you want midnight Friday, put midnight Friday. If you want it, keep same time, but on Friday, put 7 p.m. Friday. Let me know in the comments. Other than that, I enjoyed myself, y'all. Tonight I was on that good old Jose Cuervo and Red Bull. And yeah, it is what it is. So I do thank y'all for coming, and I do apologize for the late switch up, but we're gonna get this thing. It's trial and error, and y'all gonna be here with me Again, Fridays, I know you fucking lying Fridays. That's what we gonna be doing from here on out. It's gonna be on YouTube. Let me know if y'all want it midnight Fridays or 7 p.m. Fridays. And let's get this I know you fucking lying Fridays on and popping. I love y'all. Again, sending those emails to promote those businesses, those musics, those events, everything. And also sending those emails for advice. If you want me to do some commentary on some videos, y'all send those videos in because I got them and I'm ready to read them. But I'm only going to do anywhere between 3 and 4 a week, depending on where we are and what time we are in the show. Send it in there. The link is in my bio. Ayo Kesh, ENT at gmail.com. It's in my bio on Instagram and it's in my bio on TikTok. It's AYOKESHENT at gmail.com. Y'all send them on in. Love y'all. See y'all next week.